Hey folks, I'm HP and this is Dr. Pink, and today I'm going to talk about smooth, sophisticated funk blues licks. Title sounds complicated, but it's cool. That's somehow what I'm talking about. Yeah, something like that. So let's check it out, what's happening here. Alright, so let's get started. This track is from my blues backing track CD. Link is in the description below. It's in B flat. So we're playing the B flat pentatonics, which will be this one here. The 6th fret. Yeah, this one here. Basically, of course. But if you really want to go into this tutorial here, you should be able to play at least position number 1, position number 2, which is this one here. Yeah. So these two are required. Sound settings are always a question. In this case, I have used Fender Deluxe amplifier set on the maximum distortion and a cool 2x12er cabinet. Very cool, and some reverb and a little bit of delay. See, a little bit of it. And I am on the neck pickup, of course, because they are this really fat sound, and in combination with this Fender Deluxe amp, a really fat sound. So let's get started now. Since this is more or less like a funky or at least a binary track, the minimum or the main groove thing is 16 notes, so you need to know what 16 notes are. If we play the track. So these are 16 notes. This one you should be able to play, otherwise you cannot follow this tutorial. So you play this either with picking technique or with hammer-on pull-off. If you're not on this level, it doesn't really make sense that you follow the next steps now. But if you're nearby, which most of you are, I guess, that really makes sense, because there's some cool licks. You don't need to really should be able to play the runs over the 2 octaves, but just this is like the basic speed you need to have. Now let's check out a few licks which I'm playing here and how to use. One lick which I really love to use and I often use is this one here. As an entry lick, starts on 4, but the trick is first I have 3 sextols open, in this case A string, then hammer. You don't really notice that the first note is wrong, because it's just like as an anticipation note. They make then hammer on from 6 to 8 and 6. See, very cool. And you start in for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here is the 1. See? And don't forget to add vibrate on the ending note here. And you accelerate the vibrato till the end of the note and then pull away. These slight little details make the big difference, believe me that. Very cool. That one is also a very basic lick, but really works great as a sophisticated lick. Also starts in 4, and I think this is the main entry blues lick of all blues. All start like this. Or so here we have start in 4, and here we have bar slide from 9 to 11. And now if you want to have it really cool, you jump back in position 1 again here in the 6th fret, and very cool. That one is really cool. So, this one here. This case, you can do it in 2 versions. You can make with the bending. You make the bending in the 8, jump back on the 6th fret, or you make slide from 8 till 10 and jump back on 6. I prefer the jumpy one. I really love that one. And then that one I really love. Looks pretty easy, but it's not. It's also a 16 run. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a 16 run, but first pull off. The first 2 are pull off. This is attacked, and then you make like an anticipation. See? So sounds a little bit nasty or a little bit quirky. And that one really works great in a tune like that. See? Now comes the next. That one is also cool, and is not so hard as it might sound. We start with the same lick as before. So, we start again with this one. And then 16 run. From then on, pull off, and now we attack all of them. So first it starts very smooth. Wait, hold on. Oops. And then pull from now we attack anyone. Now we play blues scale. 10, 9, 8, 11, 8. And then slide, and this jumpy one again, 11 to then jump up again from 11 to 13 and back to 8. Very cool. And it has to be very precise. That is really smooth, and you know what I mean. See? Very smooth. Now the last one. Also standard lick, but it works great. But then now comes a trick. This one you all should know by now, but if you don't, now you know it. Here we have we put the index finger in the 6th fret, and now we make bending it 8. And this is 16 rounds, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All are attacked. Now pull off from 9 to 6. And then 8, 6, jump in bending, release, 6. Now comes a trick. If you play the first note not on the 1 but on the 16th note before, like on the 4th 16th note of a block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then you have more punch into it. If you play the lick twice and play the first on beat, second note a little bit before the beat, then that sounds just great. Let's see it. See, first I'm on beat, second time a little bit earlier. Yeah, that's basically what you need to know. Yo, these were the sophisticated funk blues licks. I think that was the title. I already forget it, man. Coming to the final note of this tutorial, you really sound cool and sophisticated. You have to be cool as ice. Just the licks are not so hard to play, but if you just drop them out of your fingers, like blup, here it is, like, then you're cool as ice. Also pay attention to dynamics or vibrato. See, I made 3 different vibrators on the same lick. Oops. And that's the main thing about this. Of course, then you have to have a certain speed. So if you're not fast enough, make a few technical exercises before you do, or just choose a slower track. This one is, I think, 105 BPM. I'm not sure, but there's a backing track CD with different tempos. You can choose any kind of slower tempo, of course, if you want. Of course, faster is cool too, if you can. So that's the point. But the main thing is the articulations work with the hammer-on combination of attacking strings, hammer-on pull-off, vibrators jumping around, and this makes the big difference here. And this is what we want, what we need, and what we're dying for. Yo!